And welcome here, folks. We are here in Sheldon, Iowa, as we are getting this one underway. The Northwest Iowa Community College Thunder is hosting the Lake Superior College Ice Hawks in a National JUCO Collegiate Athletic Association Division II and Division III matchup as Lake Superior out of Duluth, Minnesota comes into this game. They're a member of the National JUCO College Athletic Association Region 8 Division III, and they come into this one. They only have a men and women's soccer team, also a trap shooting team, looking to come here to Sheldon and hand a loss to NCC. But the Thunder come in here obviously looking to get their first win of their inaugural season. Here are the men and women's programs. So we are just about ready to get things underway, as you may hear the starting lineups in the background. So we are going to begin with your starting lineups first for the Lake Superior College Ice Hawks. Starting for the Ice Hawks, number 0, Braden Fulda. Also starting number 3, Jao Faria. Also starting is number 8, Edgar Silveira. Starting number 9, William Foldesi. Number 10, Gabriel Oliveira. Also number 14, Jerome Quatang. Number 17, Lucas Gokic. Number 19, Kai Marsden. Number 24, Owen Webb. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Ice Hawks, it's going to be number 29, Colin Belanger. And now for your Thunder starting lineup. Starting off, it's going to be number 1, Alexis Sanabia out of Storm Lake. He's a freshman. Also starting for the Thunder, number 8, Eduardo Tejada. And now we are going to be number 9, Aaron Nasaraldin. And then number 13, Diego Alvarez. Number 15, Alejandro Henao. Number 16, Varik Maimang. Number 17, Ori Alster. Number 18, Axel Rickart. Number 24, Ian Troncoso. Number 25, Caden Hamilton. Number 27, Carson Gibson, head coached by Jesse Cooler, coming into this matchup. And I'm Caleb Claycamp again for Fuller Digital Solutions. We are super excited to be here and broadcasting NCC, both men and women's soccer, and still looking for that inaugural win of this season and a good chance here against Lake Superior College. And alongside me is Gabe Fuller. We're just finishing up the starting lineups here. We are going to take a short commercial break, and we will be back for your national anthem and the beginning of this JUCO matchup.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here, is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real-world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
And folks, welcome back here to Oreb Field in Sheldon, Iowa, as we are about to get this game underway as the NCC Thunder come into this matchup 0-1 after a disappointing loss their previous game, and the Lake Superior College Ice Hawks going to look to get what I presume will be one of their first wins of their season. Beautiful day here, just a little breezy, but we do have some spectators here in the stands in Oreb Field, and we are ready to get this one underway. As you see, NCC continually in that huddle there just beyond midfield. They're going to break that huddle, and we are going to get this one underway. And with me is Gabe Fuller, and he's going to be able to provide some wonderful insight for us, as he was a high school soccer player. I don't know, did you play in college, Gabe?
The last time I played in college, Caleb, I think I was 15 years old.
There we go.
For a while. I used to live in Denison, and that was a big thing, so it was a passion of mine, but yeah.
Yeah, pleasure to have you along with me. It's going to be a gorgeous day, and looks like the official at midfield is checking with his counterparts to make sure that we are all ready to go.
Big thing I'm looking for early here, Kate, is to see if NCC can sustain some possession, because that was their biggest downfall last game, and looking for that elusive inaugural first goal here.
And some very aggressive moves from NCC as they get the ball well into the attacking zone, and then out of play on the near side, thrown in, and then deflected out of bounds. Going to remain with NCC. And now tossed in, but it's going to be nicely intercepted there by an Ice Hawk defender. And now up the field, number 29, Colin Ballinger, and gets that one stolen away from him. And now NCC lets that one kind of passes awry there. The right idea, kind of trying to get it on the outside part, unfortunately goes out of bounds there.
You know, that was kind of the tale of the first game, of just a few missed bounces here and there, and otherwise some promising, opportunities, just not able to quite capitalize yet.
As now the Ice Hawks trying to work this ball up past midfield, and now falling in the middle, and now a stoppage here by the midfield official. And looks like it's going to remain Lake Superior Ice Hawks ball. And now a long kick towards the defending zone of the Thunder, and dribbled nicely back towards the goalie. And now it's going to be Ballinger with the ball for the Ice Hawks, and shot on goal, but nice block there by the goalie for the Thunder, as that was the first shot attempt for either team, coming from Colin Ballinger of the Ice Hawks. And now just like that, NCC kind of turns the ball over in the middle of the field, and now the Ice Hawks already in the attacking zone, but retreat back to their own side of the field, and pressing aggressively is the defender for NCC. But Lake Superior able to maintain possession. And great handles there by NCC. They have the ball back now at midfield, but stolen away just as quickly there by the Ice Hawks. Now it's number 5 coming up the field, stolen away ultimately by Carson Gibson there. Nice defensive play by the Thunder backfielder. Now overhead toss into number 12, Cateno Alves de Silva for the Ice Hawks. Now a nice crossing pass to Ballinger, and then another shot on goal, but again, nice little block there by the keeper for the Thunder. And so far, Colin Ballinger for the Ice Hawks having 2 early attempts, 2 early shots on goal. And now we'll see if NCC can maintain some possession and get that possession across the midfield point. and deflected back to a defender. Now a long kick. And now NCC has possession. It's a nice through pass there to the striker, and now a nice possession back to Lake Superior. And after all said and done, it's going to be Lake Superior with this ball right at about midfield, just in their own territory, and now retreat even further to their own goal. It's going to come over here to Owen Webb for Lake Superior, and he's going to dribble the ball and pass it up to about midfield. But great defensive play there by number 17, Ori Alster, who now gives possession to NCC in the attacking zone. Great passing so far for NCC. A little hand fighting and some tugging there, but referee's going to let everyone play through. And now a pass, kind of gone awry, but I believe it was last touched by Ballinger. And yes, it's going to be an overhead pass, and it's going to come in to the Thunder. But then, unfortunately, just as quickly as it came in, Thunder player kicked it out. And now possession's going to go back to the IceHawks. Now into Ballinger, and it's going to be off Ballinger. And now the Thunder have possession. But now back to the IceHawks as it's up at midfield. And a nice move there by the IceHawk offender. Now to Ballinger. We've already seen 2 shots on goal so far. We see him working down, and he goes towards the middle. Now tries to pass it, and it goes awry. NCC able to switch possession. And now passing up the field with the ball, it's number 13, Diego Alvarez, and he loses possession. That was a good attempt there by Alvarez.
They are going to call that one offsides, Caleb, I think. The referee closest to us here was standing there with his flag up. And if it was so close to, I mean, it was a really good run there. Just a little bit offsides, I think they're going to call this. A little confusion here on the field. The officials initially didn't quite notice the offsides flag, so now I think everybody's got the gist.
And now after the adjustment, it's the IceHawks who are going to kick it back to their goalie. And now it's going to be Willem Fuldesi, the defender. Ball is deep in IceHawk territory at the moment. Now on the far side, but an NCC defender kicks it even further. And now ball goes out of play, last touch by an IceHawk defender. Overhead throw in. This is going to come into Ori Alster. But then just as quickly as it came in, back out, and now the IceHawks are going to have possession. Gabe, tell me a little bit kind of your thoughts, at least through the first couple minutes of play here.
You know, my biggest thing is NCC defender, they're still trying to figure each other out, get that chemistry going. And as you noticed on the roster, and we were talking in the last broadcast, they have players from every continent, obviously, than Antarctica. I mean, all over the world, every language being spoken out on that field. So these guys are still looking to get that chemistry, and just a few, miscommunications, I think, away from real scoring opportunities.
Yeah, and that's something that comes with time, and hopefully even as time goes on in this game, we see some better execution from NCC that hopefully results in some better offensive opportunities.
I will tell you too, Caleb, one thing I've noticed, we play here in Sheldon at the high school football field that's shared with NCC, and it's turf, and that ball bounces hard.
Yep.
It has English like a golf ball.
Yeah.
Stop, it'll go forward. It's really hard. I'm sure a lot of these players, this is the first time they played on a field like this, with this inaugural season. So that in itself is something you can see for these guys.
And you see it on both sides, both with the Thunder and the IceHawks, kind of possession, flip-flopping back and forth, and some errant passes and that sort of thing. But it's really these elongated opportunities in the attacking zone like the IceHawks seem to have had, and hopefully the Thunder can get here that are really going to result in goals.
Absolutely.
And now great defensive play by the Thunder, getting the ball back and now bringing it up the field. Now it is at midfield, a nice pass from Mei Mang, and now a nice through pass, and it's going to be taken away by the defender and out of play.
That one right there, Caleb, that checked on him.
Yes, yep.
He had to stop, on the run. If that was checked on him, so he had to stop his run, and it just kind of disrupted the play.
And we have a Thunder player that's going to be down on the field, so we've began injury time.
Now that was one thing too, Caleb. I from the first game that I learned is they didn't have any stoppage time.
No stoppage time. Gotcha.
Something when you're watching on the TV, they do a lot of.
Gotcha.
And they do stop the clock.
Stop the
Stoppage
clock.
time. So for injuries and things of that nature, they'll stop the clock on us from time to time.
Just a little bit different than maybe traditional European soccer or
You wake up, watch the Premier League before
Yeah.
the game, whatever it is, and those guys, they play up to 5 to 7 minutes stoppage time, or even the Olympics, or the whatever it may be. But yeah, yep.
Now, number 15, Alejandro Henao, was the player that was laying on the field. He ran off the field under his own power. And now substitution incoming for the Thunder. We'll let you know who it is once we see the number on the back, but right away it's going to be the Thunder with possession deep in Ice Hawk territory. Coming in the game for the Thunder, number 11, Ricardo Manebo Pumero.
I will tell you too, Caleb, you're doing way better on the names than I did.
It's the same with me too. This is, my first game of the inaugural season, so I'm sure as the season goes on, we'll get a little better, get to know the gentlemen and ladies on these teams. So, and now retreating all the way back to their own goal is the Thunder. That was a really nice job by Carson Gibson there, just kind of retreating and kicking it all the way back to his own goal. He kind of reset things and give some space for the Thunder here.
I can't remember exactly, but Carson, he came in last game and had a really good defensive plays. I believe he's from the Council Bluffs area. I'd have to double check that. But I do believe he's one of our quote-unquote local boys.
He is a local boy. Polk City, Iowa
There
is
it is,
where
Polk
he
City,
is
yep.
from. So, and now we have some players on the ground on the far side.
It'll be an Ice Hawk free kick, they're going to say. Just a little bit of some foot jostling going.
And that free kick is going to come about 30 yards away from the Thunder goal.
So first real set piece opportunity goes to Lake Superior here. We'll see what they're able to do with this opportunity.
As it's a
Nice bender in. Did stay on side, but it does go out of bounds, harmlessly.
nice attempt there by the Ice Hawks. Obviously great defense by NCC and the Thunder. And that's going to be really the name of the game. Both teams are going to have their chances and have their opportunities. It's going to be who can capitalize and who can get stops. And that right there, NCC, in my mind, got a stop there on defense. And now it's going to be Caden Hamilton passing the ball to his, and then a missed pass there by the NCC Thunder. And Ice Hawks have it now at midfield. Back to Webb. Webb has it now back to midfield, now even further back into Ice Hawk territory. Pressured by the Thunder. And now the Ice Hawks try to pass it up. Blocked there by number 15, Alejandro Henao, who is now back in the game after exiting just a moment ago. So it's good to see him back in his position. Now Ice Hawks have it at midfield. And there's a scrum for it here. And it's going to be, looks like the Ice Hawks who are going to win the scrum and be deep into Thunder territory. There is an Ice Hawk down on the field. But play has not stopped yet, so ball is still possession back and forth around midfield. And a great move there by Owen Webb. Ball retreats into the defense for the Ice Hawks. And now Edgar Silveira. Silveira has the ball and kicks A nice bending pass there to the far side. Now towards the middle and across to the near side to Webb.
Currently 86 degrees, feels like 91. You know, wondering
Yeah.
about humidities. See who can, have the better longevity with that factor.
And really, in terms of pace, I'm really pleased with NCC so far. They're pressing the ball when it does get deep into Ice Hawk territory, and they're not letting the Ice Hawk players really have a lot of time, free time, if you'd say, without a defender on them. So
Definitely one of the biggest, pros of this NCC Thunder team is if you look at the bench, you can see it right now on the camera here. They have a full team and a half
Yeah.
in depth.
Yeah.
The depth that they have really gives them an opportunity to have that high pace, never give the other team another chance to set it up.
Absolutely. And we see an errant kick there from one of the Ice Hawk players. Now possession back with the Thunder. And a pass towards the midfield. And now players on the ground on the far side.
They are going to give that free kick to the Ice Hawks.
Free kick awarded to the Ice Hawks. Just into Thunder territory on the far side. And so far, Gabe, we've seen about 2 shots on goals, both from the Ice Hawks. No real opportunities for NCC thus far.
Yep, that'd be exactly right here. There's been a few, plays that they maybe a step or two away from a real opportunity, but not quite able to get there yet here. They're still playing with the one forward up top and the 2 wingers behind them, and then looks like they have 3 midfielders, maybe one of those as an attacker. So maybe look to push that get two attackers up top, maybe a little bit more of a danger or a threat.
Now dribbled through the middle of the field, now into Thunder territory by Ice Hawk players. Now back to the Ice Hawk player. And now great defense there by number 24 of NCC, getting ahead in there. Now Ballinger with the ball. And a through pass. It does get through.
They are going to call him offsides, Caleb. Thankfully, it was a very close bang play there, but I did see that official raise his play. Thankfully, because
absolutely, absolutely, that was a close one there. Great job there by the NCC defender. Sometimes you can play with that offsides a little bit as you're the defender, not allowing them to get a good break on you. So
I don't envy the game, but it is something that the defenders have to be able to do. Play that line tight.
Now a booming kick from NCC goalie. And now attacking, and offsides called once more. As now going the other way, just a little bit of attack there from NCC. Lake Superior College Ice Hawks hailing from Duluth, Minnesota.
I got to tell you, Caleb, when I heard that logo, I thought for sure it was going to be a hockey. They don't have hockey.
Nope, they have men and women's soccer. They also have, believe it or not, the other sport that they do very, very well in is trap shooting.
Yep.
And that sort of thing. So, and now it's going to be Ice Hawk ball here in their own territory. And now Owen Webb going to have this one for the Ice Hawks. Kicks it out of bounds, attempting to get it to Ballinger. Now it's Thunder ball, a nice overhead toss. And now it's back to Hanau. Nice pass here. Could have something set up here for the Thunder. And deep into, but not too good on the through pass there. Ice Hawks kick it back out to midfield. And now an Ice Hawk sliding, misses the sliding tackle, and a shot goes
it did go
in.
Looked like kind of harmless ball, but it did end up bending really hard.
Absolutely. That was a fantastic shot there by, I believe, number 12 here at the Ice Hawks, Caetano Alves da Silva.
Real unlucky break there for the Thunder, because that was what that really set up was the counterattack.
Yeah.
Nice clear.
Yep.
And then, off to the races. And I wish I would have looked better, but I believe he was about the 20-yard line, maybe even deeper.
Yep.
And that was just kind of a soft kick, but it kept bending and rolling and rolling and bending.
And it's one of those things you mentioned, Gabe, obviously playing on turf. Mm-hmm. It was bouncy, and that's exactly what happened, I'm afraid, to the NCC defender, Carson Gibb. He went to make that sliding defending play, and the ball really just bounced right over his leg, and almost, Alves da Silva was able to keep in stride. But now we have an NCC Thunder attack here. We'll see if they're able to maintain possession, stolen by Ballinger. But then right back to the Thunder. And great plays here by NCC, trying to get things going. Now Owen Webb has it. Now back to the Thunder, still deep in Ice Hawk territory. And now a Thunder player slips and gives away possession back to the Ice Hawks. And now kicking it once again. Thunder are going to have possession right at about midfield. Down now by 1 goal, 0-1. And 26 minutes left to go in this first half. And players jostling for it at midfield. No call made by the referee. And now Ice Hawks have the ball deep in their own territory. Now a kick way upfield, taken by an Ice Hawks player, but then given away to the Thunder. Good job there by Ori Alster to get possession back. Now Alster crosses the field to his teammate Henao. And now Alejandro Henao brings it upfield, passes it to his teammate. Great move there at midfield. Trying to pass it deeper into Ice Hawk territory, and it's intercepted. Now Ballinger has it for the Ice Hawks up the field, past midfield, and now into Thunder territory.
What a great tackle.
Fantastic tackle there by number 24, Ian Troncoso.
That was phenomenal timing. All ball. No chance. Had a penalty there, so way to stop that attack.
And Ballinger took a hard spill. I think maybe trying to draw a penalty there, but nonetheless, fantastic tackle by Troncoso. rather. And now the Thunder. Ooh, and that would have been a good pass, but they get the ball back, and now the Thunder looks like it was last touched by the Ice Hawks, so it's going to be Thunder ball.
I just get this feeling watching them. They're so close to just kind of breaking loose here. One pass away from getting that in the middle and getting a dangerous shot on goal here.
Now Troncoso passes it down to the near side. Now Mei Meng with crossing pass, but well defended there by an Ice Hawk defender. And now the Ice Hawks dribbling up the field, now at midfield into Thunder territory. And an errant pass there by the Ice Hawks. That was Caetano Alves da Silva, has one shot on goal and one goal with an errant pass out of bounds to Ballinger. And then another errant pass by the Thunder out of bounds. So a couple of possession exchanges here. Now Owen Webb passes it to midfield to Alves da Silva, and now back to the Thunder. Thunder now at midfield. To the middle. And now dribbled up to midfield. Ice Hawks are going to back it up and reset here. As Owen Webb, or excuse me, different player now attempted to go to Ballinger.
One's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder there. Kind of a bang-bang ping-pong. Looks like we're going to have a man down here for the Ice Hawks.
And that is going to be number 12, Gitano Alves da Silva.
So just under 23 minutes here to go. Does it look like we're going to have a water break here?
I think so. So 1-0 is your score in favor of the visiting Lake Superior College Ice Hawks. We will be right back here to Sheldon and Orab Field for the rest of this first half. 22 minutes left to go. You're watching our stream here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
And welcome back here, folks, as we are getting a water break. 22:49 on the clock left to play here in this first half of action. And it is Lake Superior currently with the 1-0 advantage on the home NCC Thunder. And as we kind of mentioned, that one goal for Lake Superior, I would, say really not 100% an earned goal by Lake Superior. We had a kind of a mistouch by an NCC Thunder defender that really led to Kitano Alves da Silva out in space by himself, and then resulted in about a 20-25 yard strike and then a goal after it just kind of bent around the goalie, and resulting now in 1-0. So that's where we are now. As you see, the players have now assembled back on the field and are ready to resume this one. And now you see just some new faces in for NCC.
Yep.
And like we mentioned, Gabe, it's one of those things, they're so deep that able to maybe play in shifts and cycle through some players that other teams that aren't as deep aren't able to do.
I'm absolutely convinced it's a weapon that NCC has, having such a big depth. And for an inaugural year, I mean, it says so much for those coaches and what they've done in the recruiting process and getting these players here.
And an errant overhead pass by the Ice Hawks. And now back to the Thunder. Possession changing hands just in Thunder territory. And now a nice move there by the Thunder player. That's number 23, Tom Salim.
He had some deadly speed right there. Nice burst.
And Salim hailing from Sheffield, England. So one of the other international students and athletes here for the Thunder. And now an opportunity here for NCC. They're deep in Ice Hawk territory, trying to set up a shot on goal on the far side, stolen away by an Ice Hawk defender, and now back up to midfield, but then stolen right back. Possession exchanging hands 3 or 4 times here. Ice Hawks have it deep in their own territory. Now pressured, a great play there.
A half a lunge just.
And that was number 26, John Andrea from Nakuru, Kenya.
And John just about a half step behind that one.
Absolutely, and John is a very, very tall individual there, as you can see. They're using his length to really outstretch that leg and really get the initial push there on defense. And now Thunder ball as they're going to inbound this one on the far side. Overhead pass attempted to go to the Thunder player, but instead picked up by the Ice Hawks. And now back to the Thunder here at midfield. As the NCC Thunder have this one at midfield, currently down by 1 goal. Just over 20 minutes to play in this first half. Defenders all the way up past midfield for the Thunder. As Salim, nice crossing pass attempt there, but even better play by Silveira of Lake Superior. And now up the field are the Ice Hawks on the far side. Great defense there by Carson Gibson. And now the Thunder trying to get a stop here. Now to the far side, Guillermo Barrera has this one. And he dribbles into the goalie box, shoots, and off the far post. So a shot on goal once more. And a great job there by Alexis Sanabia. Really extend there and make sure it did not extend the deficit for the Thunder. Great defense there by Owen Webb. And now the Ice Hawks going to retreat all the way to their own goal. Ice Hawks have it in the middle of the field. Swarmed by Thunder defenders. Now it's going to be Ballinger on the near side. And he's going to send one, and it's going to be over everyone's head. And it's going to be played on by the goalkeeper of NCC, Alexis Sanabia. Sanabia passes it close to his teammate. And a great move there by number 26 of the Thunder. And now it's going to be the Ice Hawks one-on-one. And now Ice Hawks going to try to get a shot on goal. Ballinger has it on the near side. And Ballinger is going to dribble that one. And it says it's...
I think they are going to give him the corner or the goal kick.
Yeah, Ballinger is pleading for the corner, but it is going to be the goal kick.
You know, Caleb, no matter what the sport is, I've never seen an athlete change a referee's mind.
Yeah, you're never going to do it. And now running out ahead, Alejandro Henao. Passing it back to the middle, but cleared out there by a Ice Hawk defender. Now Alster has this one back to his teammate Gibson. Ice Hawk player brings it up the field. It's a nice pass to Vincent Troke. On the far side, Troke gets it back to his teammate, trailing, makes a nice move towards the middle. Thunder defenders trying to stop him, and finally ball goes up in the air. And it's captured by Alexis Sanabia, the goalie for the Thunder.
He closed in on that ball really fast for no real second chance opportunities there.
Absolutely. You've seen Sanabia a few times willing to kind of come out from goal and be aggressive with those balls that may be coming in there and able to
Really
make some plays. Now Tom Salim trying to pass it through, but a great defensive play by the Ice Hawks. Now errant pass, that's going to be Thunder ball. as they're going to say it was last touched by Tom Salim of NCC, and so it's going to be Ice Hawk ball deep in their own territory. And now an aggressive pass towards the middle of the field, defended well by the Thunder. Now trying to get it even further into Thunder territory are the Ice Hawks. With no success, they pull back out.
Just a reminder, Caleb, at halftime we're going to have coach of the women's team, Trey, and a couple of his athletes, and kind of go over their first game and talk NCC women's soccer a little bit. So be sure to join us for that.
Absolutely. Head coach Trey Thomas going to be up here and interviewing with us. We're going to get some good info from him on the women's side of things. As now the Ice Hawks retain possession into their own territory. And now possession going to be saved by the Thunder in Ice Hawk territory. Ball bouncing high off the turf, but able to be retained by the Ice Hawks. Now across the field to the far side. Handled by Guillermo Barrera. And now a retreating pass to Sanabia, the goalie. Now back up to Gibson. The Thunder trying to get it into Ice Hawk territory. Working it around the middle. Back to the goalie, Sanabia. Now close to the edge of the box. Sanabia has it and is going to kick it to the middle. Now Alster and his fellow teammates on the far side dribbling it around. Keeping things relatively laid back here in terms of offense, trying to look for their opportunity. And now Salim comes through, and he's got some space and attempts a nice through pass. But Ori Alster going to retain possession. Ball on the far side for the Thunder. Sweet moves there. And now it's going to be to the Kenyon. He takes a shot, and he sails it over the goal.
You know, that's a really good idea. They've had a lot of chances kind of in that, let's call it the 15 and in, and really haven't been able to pepper much of a shot. So really good idea. I like to see it. I really want to get Lake Superior's goaltender uncomfortable.
Yeah, and really, as far as my unofficial stats, I have that as kind of the first shot on goal for the Thunder this game. And coming from John Andrea. Nice header there from Andrea. And now trying to get it through the defense, unable to do so. And they're going to say last touch there by Tom Salim. Ice Hawk player trying to retain possession, but ultimately the Thunder have it. Now Salim towards the middle. And he's going to try a shot on goal, but deflected by an Ice Hawk defender and just kind of peacefully rolls to the Ice Hawk goalie.
I think he just rolled a little bit off his left foot, not able to get the power that he wanted on that one.
But again, you're seeing here towards the end of the first half, more opportunities here for NCC.
Definitely having more, winning the possession battle, which is a huge part of this game. And, even getting some shots on goal. You're never going to get a goal until you get a shot on goal.
And the Ice Hawks just having to retreat deep into their own territory, heavily pressured, and now a missed pass. Salim is going to take a shot, and right at the goalie.
That was a really powerful right foot, nice left to right there, but good positioning on the goalie for the Ice Hawks. But what I'm seeing here is when NCC made those substitutions, compared to the Lake Superior looks tired.
Yeah.
NCC looks like they just kicked it off.
Yeah, and just there, Lake Superior with an errant pass out of bounds, that's going to keep the ball deep in their own territory. Now John Andrea trying to prevent it from going out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick now for Lake Superior. Lake Superior trying to get things going, and another errant pass. And now overhead pass. Nice header here to Salim. Salim is going to kick this one high, and looking more like a rugby field goal there, going between the two posts of the field goal. So Ice Hawks now going to have it with their own goalie. Lake Superior Ice Hawks trying to get things going offensively. And that's going to be Carson Gibson kicking that out of bounds deep in Thunder territory. Now the Ice Hawks have it. Lake Superior trying to get something going. Ballinger on the near side, and
A little too high.
less than ideal passes here for the Ice Hawks. Now Salim has it. Salim dribbling to midfield. Great pass there to his teammate. And great pass there by number 10, Nicholas Urakokia.
Beautiful idea, just a little bit better defending, positioning, able to take possession there for Lake Superior. But a lot of good ideas, a lot of good pressure coming from NCC. And here we go. You see one Ice Hawk substitution compared to 5
Yep.
for NCC.
Yep.
Get some fresh bodies going. Nine and a half left here in the opening half.
And still 1-0 in favor of Lake Superior. Owen Webb's going to kick this back to his goalie, Braden Fulda. Now Fulda back out to the far side to Guillermo Barreria. And an errant kick there by the Thunder, but then trying to get it. Now Owen Webb, the defender, going to be bringing it up and takes a shot on goal, but rolling right to Sanabia. See Owen Webb there playing a little out of position there for the Ice Hawks, bringing it all the way up and even taking a shot on goal there. And now you see an opportunity here for NCC as dribbling down and into the goal box, deflected and dove on by Braden Fulda, the goalie for Lake Superior. And you see it here really towards about halfway through the first half. I feel like it kind of flipped where NCC has been getting some of these shot opportunities and these aggressive offensive tries here as we see a Lake Superior Ice Hawk down at just into their own territory at about midfield.
There was a little bit of a collision there, and pleading this case to the referee, but it was definitely a clean play. But you're absolutely right, Caleb. And NCC really kind of putting the pressure on here in that second part of this first half, and really good momentum to build on. I mean, one bad bounce on the goal, only down one goal here. Looking for that first official goal of the inaugural year here for NCC Thunder men's soccer, and I feel it's coming.
Yeah.
I feel it's happening today.
Yep, and you can really just tell where play's really taking place on the field, and it's really the majority in Lake Superior territory at this point. I mean,
Yep.
It really does go back and forth, and sometimes back and forth very quickly, but especially as of late, the Thunder doing a great job of maintaining possession of the ball in Ice Hawk territory. And now substitutions coming in as the likes of Ori Alster and also Nicholas Irakokia and number 20, Leo Morris, all going to exit the field for the Thunder. And Eduardo Tejada going to come back in. Josh Vargas also going to check in for the Thunder, as well as number 9, Aaron Nassaruddin.
The Ice Hawks playing some dangerous ball down in their territory deep.
Yeah.
NCC able to get a turnover. Oh, just not able to get the full power of the boot on that one.
And that was number 19, Lorenz Gune. Hailing from Leipzig, Germany. And now the speed of an Ice Hawk offender. Great job there by Sanabia. Coming up and stopping that offensive charge there by the Ice Hawks. And as the Ice Hawks trying an offensive attack, it's stalled, and a great job there, a great fake. And now a through pass from Salim. And great defensive interception there by Guillermo Barrera.
And that opportunity started back on the defensive side. Really good counterattack by NCC there by the pretty much the whole length of the field.
Now the Thunder have the ball, and that's a beautiful pass, and able to get to it is a Thunder attacker. And then it's going to be kicked out of play. And that was kicked out of play by William Fuldesi for the Ice Hawks, and now we're going to see a side inbound play. As now Tom Salim going to get a break.
We got two fresh offensive weapons coming in here, the forward positions.
And it's going to be number 13, Diego Alvarez, going to check back in. And now in the middle, and a great stop there by Fulda. Great job there by the Thunder defender, getting very, very aggressive, turning some defense into offense. And now we could see a shot here, and we do, but blocked again by Fulda. So we've seen 2 or 3 saves from Fulda here in the last parts of the first half. Now a booming kick that's high in the air. And now it's going to be Ice Hawks coming into the Thunder territory. And a great move by an Ice Hawk offender, but gets away. And great defense by the Thunder.
Good idea just to kick that one out of bounds, let the defense regroup here. That was a really good, really fancy footwork by the offense there for the Ice Hawks, though. Able to get back good nicely on defense to stop that attack.
And really, the defensive push so far in this match has really come from Caden Hamilton and Carson Gibson. A couple of the freshmen, both of the local Iowa boys we were talking about. Caden Hamilton hails from Council Bluffs, and Carson Gibson from Polk City, Iowa. So a couple of local or relatively local compared to maybe some other members of the team, players here on the defense for NCC, having themselves a good game. Ice Hawks. It's Guillermo Barrera trying to get things going. And now trying to get a good offensive pass through, but just a little too strong was Aaron Nasruddin. Overhead pass in, and a player down for the Thunder, but no stoppage of play. And now on the stride, it's... And a good save there by Sanabia.
Every inch of him had to get that for the team there, and just enough to push it out. Very good stop there by the goaltender.
And a great job by the Thunder player keeping that one in bounds on the far side and kind of sustaining some of this offense. Now deep into Ice Hawk territory, just floats out of bounds, but really great effort there by the Thunder offense. Just over 3 minutes left to go in this first half. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. As the Thunder going to bring the ball all the way back to Sanabia out of the box. And now Caden Hamilton with this one for the Thunder. Great move there by a Thunder player at midfield. And now another attacking session here from the Thunder. Tries to pass it through. Bouncing high off the turf. Hard for players to maintain possession. And it looks like last touch by an Ice Hawk defender. And now the Thunder have the ball, still in Ice Hawk territory. And now tries to chip it over the defense, does a Thunder player. And that is going to be a free kick awarded to the Thunder. And it's just one of those things. The Thunder player just got there a little bit before the Ice Hawk defender. And now an opportunity. And now ball finally trailing out of bounds here on the far side. And now Ice Hawks trying to get something going on offense, but a great job by the Thunder defensively. Now to the middle, quick passes from the Thunder. And a collision there at midfield, but both players continue playing. Nice move there. Now the Thunder getting closer, but stolen away there by the Ice Hawks. Back to midfield in favor of the visiting team. And now ball changing possession there at midfield. Finally, the Ice Hawks going to retain possession. Great moves there and great passes by Ice Hawk offenders. And unfortunately going out of bounds for the Ice Hawks, kind of stalling that offensive drive. Now the Thunder trying to get something going. And clock is stopped here, and we're going to see if we get a card.
Yep. Looks like we are going to get our first yellow card of the game here.
And a yellow card is given. After finally there's been contact all match, but really that was maybe the first contact that resulted in someone going to the ground or of that nature. So,
you know, as I'm watching, Caleb, I see some of the Ice Hawk players getting a little frustrated.
They are, yep.
What we're seeing is NCC kind of dominating that possession, and it's showing in frustration by the Lake Superior players.
And this kick going to go deep into Lake Superior territory. Now handled by the Thunder just outside of the goal box, and now in and cleared by an Ice Hawk defender. Back to midfield. The Thunder trying to stabilize their offensive possession and are unable to do so. Ball's back at midfield, and that is the horn. That is going to bring us to an end of the first half. It's going to be Lake Superior College Ice Hawks currently up 1-0. I'm Caleb Claycamp, and we have Gabe Fuller here with us. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back with our halftime interviews. Again, don't forget, we're going to have head coach Trey Thomas of the women's NCC soccer team, as well as a few players up here giving us some chat and giving us some interviews. We're going to get to know them. So we'll be right back here after a brief message from our sponsors.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on, and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
And welcome back here, folks, as we are back at Orab Field in Sheldon as we have this one underway. NCC men's soccer, as the Thunder currently hosting Lake Superior College IceHawks. At halftime, they trail 1-0 against the visiting IceHawks. And it's halftime. We want to get to know some of the coaches and players here for NCC. Obviously, it's the inaugural season, both on the men and women's side of things. So right now we have some interviews. Speaking with me is head coach of the women's program, Trey Thomas. So, Coach, first and foremost, how are we doing today?
Oh, doing great.
Awesome.
I'm not in the heat, so I'm doing all right.
Chilling up in the box with us. I love it here. So
yes.
Tell me a little bit about your background, some of your kind of personal information. How long have you obviously been coaching soccer and that sort of thing?
Yeah, so this year will be my 5th year. I first started out at Bethany College. My high school coach got the head women's job there and kind of reached out to me to see if I wanted to start coaching, and I really couldn't say no to it. So I spent there for a year. That was the first start of things after COVID happened, so the seasons were kind of weird. After that, I got offered a coaching position at Garden City Community College, and so there, I was on both sides, mainly doing stuff on the men's side, but assisting with the women's stuff, and so I was there for the past 3 seasons, and then now here we are.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Got the opportunity up here at Northwest Iowa Community College for the women's program, and
yes.
Obviously already have the season underway, the inaugural season. What is it like to kind of know that you're kind of the first coach of this inaugural season of the program?
I mean, it's a weird feeling, I'll say. I mean, it's just I tell people all the time, it's just like when 10 years, 20 years from now, like it's just I'm gonna be the one who started it, and it's a crazy feeling, but it's so awesome. Like
yeah.
It's obviously had its challenges, but like overall, it's been so awesome. The girls are great. Like the community's been awesome. People at NCC are just so supportive, and so I mean, it's overall just it's really crazy to think about.
Yeah, and especially for an inaugural season like this year, there's really no blueprint. So in that way, you can kind of make it your own and have the freedom to really have it be your team, especially in this first season. So we obviously want to talk to you about, you've already played a game so far, so why don't you tell us a little bit how that went? Probably not exactly how you wanted it to go in the scoring column, but you have to have seen some great things from the girls so far.
Yeah, no, the game Saturday, I mean, it was a tough one. I mean, shout out to Central. They're a talented team. For us, we played some pretty tough preseason scrimmages that in my hopes was to get the girls prepared for, fast play and kind of getting used to good competition going forward. So we definitely saw a lot of improvements, and that's kind of what I tell them all the time is just this doesn't happen overnight.
Sure.
As long as we're taking the right steps in the direction going forward, then we're going to be okay. We're going to find wins. Like we're going to grow together. It's still early, really early, and everybody's still trying to get used to each other. So, no, I mean, we're off in a good direction.
Yeah,
I say.
Yeah, it seems that way. Obviously, like you mentioned, have a great support behind you from NCC. It seems like really invested in athletic programs, especially soccer, both men's and women, for this first year. So, any goals that you have, either kind of for yourself as a coach or for the team in general, this kind of first inaugural season of women's soccer?
Yeah, I mean, I have some goals. Obviously, I love to. Every game, we're winning every game, right?
Absolutely.
But also understand the reality of like just building a good foundation, a good culture from year one going forward. and just building each year, each game, each day, really. As long as we're, like I said before, getting better each day, like it's going to go so far.
Yeah.
But it's a long season. Like, I know we're going to pick up wins, and I think that's the big thing going forward is just the whole goal for this year is to just lay a good foundation going into next year and just start making big strides.
Yeah, and we're excited to kind of go on that journey with you and
Yeah.
see the progress literally
sure.
from game one throughout the rest of the
Yes,
season. So it'll be definitely a successful year here the first season. We can't wait to see you back on the field, and we know it's going to happen eventually, get that first inaugural W. So,
Yeah, it's coming.
Coach, thanks so much for chatting with me here at
Yes,
halftime,
thank you.
and best of luck here in the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that was head coach of the women's program, Trey Thomas, and now we are going to get some interviews from a few of the girls here on the women's team. Alrighty. All right, how are you doing? Good. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Bailey Coyle.
Awesome, Bailey. Tell me a little bit, first off, kind of introduce yourself. Where are you from, and what are you studying? Kind of what brought you and drew you to NCC?
I'm from Missouri Valley, Iowa. It's about 2 hours south of here, about 30 minutes from Omaha. I'm studying agriculture. I grew up on a farm, and we have animals in them, and I want to continue that. So NCC was a good choice for me because they had my program, and obviously this great opportunity to play soccer and be on this first ever soccer team.
Yeah, I mean, talk to me a little bit. How does that feel? Like you're the first ever, kind of that first group of girls to go through the program, and I was talking with Coach. You can kind of create your legacy in that way and establish something here for the people that come after you and that follow your footsteps. I mean, what are your thoughts on something like that?
Yeah, it's so amazing and humbling to be able to have this opportunity to be on the first ever, like, no matter whether we win one game or no games, like, we made history from day one. And like the first ever goal we had last night for in school history, and it's just really awesome, and to be able to have this opportunity.
Yeah, definitely a part of history at the very, very least. So talk to me about how obviously practices have been going and your preparation for games and for the season. Obviously already one game under your belt, but have you gotten to know your teammates? Have you started to kind of mesh and gel? And I know it's early in the season, but kind of speak to how that's gone.
Yeah, practice has been tough in the beginning. We started with 2 practices a day, and it was tough, and it was but we needed it, and we are really working hard to get that. It's hard when we don't have enough to play 11v11s in practice, but just getting these opportunities to play these games and scrimmages has really brought us together, and this takes time to learn how each other plays, but we're getting there, and it's really it's coming along for sure.
Yeah, great to hear that kind of from your perspective, you guys feel that it's all coming together. Now tell me any goals or aspirations either for yourself or from a team standpoint this season you're really looking to accomplish or striving for.
Yeah, I think just really getting to learn each other's ways of playing and how each other plays and how we can best play together.
Sure.
And obviously to win some games and to get that on our record, and just to always put I think one of mine is to always just put all I have out on the field and to always play and leave every ounce that I have for that day out there and just always give it my all.
Yeah, and I tell you what, like Coach Thomas told us, that's part of building the culture, and that's exactly what you want from players, to have that mindset and that sort of thing. So thanks so much for chatting with me. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and go Thunder.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All righty, now we're going to get our next Thunder women's soccer player up on the hot seat, if you will. And who am I speaking with?
Jenna Prignitz.
Jenna, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. Kind of tell me a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're studying here at NCC, and what kind of drew you to this program.
Well, I'm from Garner, Iowa. It's just a straight shot on Highway 18, a pretty boring drive if I had to say so, but I'm currently in the Powerline program.
Okay.
And I kind of was just drawn to it. My mom's worked at a REC my whole life, and my brother actually graduated from NCC a few years ago from the Powerline program, and so I took the opportunity to do an internship these past 2 summers at a local REC and just kind of fell in love with it. It's a cool job. There's not a lot of things like it, so
Gotcha.
just
Yeah.
interesting.
Awesome. Talk to me about, so maybe a little bit of family history coming through NCC as well. I mean, what were your thoughts when you knew you would have the opportunity to come to NCC, also the opportunity to play soccer? What were your kind of initial thoughts on
It
that?
was very surprising. Everyone kind of knows NCC as being more of a hick town farmer school with all the trades going on here, but I knew they had sports shooting, which didn't really come as a surprise with all of the people you get coming through here, but I came for a visit, and they had mentioned that there's going to be a new soccer program, and I just lit up.
Yeah.
I've been playing soccer since I was about 7 or 8 years old, so it's been just kind of running through my blood my whole life, and I contacted the coach, contacted the AD, and kind of tried to get things going there because I was pretty fired up for it.
Absolutely. That's awesome to hear. And one of those things, especially I'm sure for you, that you maybe had thought you played one of your last soccer games and then get an opportunity to, hey, maybe extend your career for another couple years. So tell me a little bit about how practices have gone. And obviously you've already had one game in the score column. Didn't really result the way you obviously would like it, but played a very good quality team in that first matchup. How have things been going so far this season?
Well, practices, like Bailey had mentioned earlier, we were doing 2-a-days. It was hot out. It was just grueling work. But I feel like now that the season's starting to get settled in, it really benefited us to be doing all that extra work in the beginning. And it's like really cool to see because you get all these different people at completely different levels, and everyone's used to playing a way different style of soccer. So throwing that all into one pot and making it work has been a lot of things. It's been interesting, it's been frustrating, it's been fun, but I think we're starting to get the hang of how everyone plays and how to time things out and just figuring out what our game is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that, we'll be able to see develop on the field, and we'll be there with you every step of the way as well. So thanks so much for chatting with me, and we wish you the best of luck here in this season. Thanks so much. All righty, and as you see here, folks, the NCC players coming back on the field. We're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be back to start your second half of action.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The instructors here are really nice. The way they teach here is different than a few other colleges as well. We have outside cars, so not just a bunch of trainer cars that everybody works on and you kind of know what's wrong with them already. So we have to go through the full steps of diagnostics and find out what the problem is, and then we fix it.
The heavy equipment program here at NCC is unique in that we actually go out and do real-world jobs. Students get hands-on time with the equipment. We cover the maintenance as well as the operation of the equipment, and then we go into the estimating side of things.
And welcome back here, folks, to Oreb Field in Sheldon, Iowa, for this JUCO matchup between NCC, the Thunder, and the Lake Superior College Ice Hawks. Current score after one complete half of play, Ice Hawks 1, Thunder 0. It was the Ice Hawks putting one on the board just, I believe, before halfway through that first half, and then the Thunder really flipped a switch there about halfway through and tried to transition into some more aggressive offense. Were able to do so, got a lot of shots on goal, and even forced a couple of saves by the Lake Superior College Ice Hawk goalie Braden Fulda. So really, if you're NCC, talk to me, Gabe. If you're the coach of NCC, if you are Jesse Kuehler, what are you saying to the Thunder there at the break? What's the keys to this second half, and how are you going to attack?
I'm saying great first half, gentlemen. Other than the scoreboard, we won every aspect of the game. They won the time of possession battle. They won the defensive battle, where they're able to make some really good saves, really good, as I call it, back checks. And I also think here they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. The formulas abound to get the equation solved. The goal is coming without that announcer's jinx.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
These guys are fired up. NCC first team out of the locker room here, and they're ready to go. They feel it coming.
And to me, you could just kind of tell Lake Superior really was just trying to survive to the end of that half. I mean, they were tired. They really needed a break, it seemed like, to catch their breath. And NCC, unfortunately, unable to put one into the back of the net there that first half, but hopefully able to do so here with a full 45 left to go in this match. And again, folks, we just had interviews with head coach Trey Thomas and a few of the girls for the women's soccer team here at NCC. Again, the next opportunity for you guys to see NCC women in action is going to be Wednesday, September 25th, as they do have a stretch of away games early in September, but it'll be September 25th where we will be back here at Oreb Field and see the women in action for the next home game. So just to start things off, some change of possessions at midfield, but ultimately Lake Superior are going to retain, and now Lake Superior has this in Thunder territory, trying to keep it in play and but in doing so, give it right to the goalie, Sanabia. And now up the field for the Thunder. Little miscommunication there by Thunder players, and now some aggressive play, and a nice job there by number 15, Alejandro Henao, as he dribbles past and now passes it to his teammate who's deep in the box. Ultimately, ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a corner kick here on the far side for the Thunder.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Caleb. I believe this is NCC's first corner kick of the game.
Yes, absolutely.
So we'll see here the left foot bending in. See if we can get a nice set piece.
And it's going to be the left foot of Diego Alvarez from that far side. Comes in, bending in, and nicely rejected there by Owen Webb, defender for Ice Hawks. So NCC still has the ball. Ori Alster now dribbling around. Now has it on the far side. Makes a move, keeping it away from the Ice Hawk defenders. Crosses it in and deflected away by the head of an Ice Hawk. And now ball is kicked back to midfield by an Ice Hawk defender. Goes out of bounds, and now the Thunder going to have an overhead pass to inbound this one on the near side. Gives this to Gibson. And now kicking it deep back to the goalie for the Thunder. Thunder defender has this one in their own territory. It's Hamilton protecting the ball from an aggressive Ice Hawk coming to challenge him. Now Sanabia has this one in the box. And he is going to kick it hard and low lying out to his teammates. And now up the field and out of bounds at about midfield. And once again going out of bounds on the far side, so it's going to remain Thunder ball. And now defenders for Lake Superior have this one deep in their own territory. It's Guillermo Barrera bringing that one up. Now stolen nicely by the Thunder and given right back to Barrera. As Guillermo passes it over to the far side, this is going to be Colin Ballinger. Had 2 shots on goal early in that first half. Nothing since. And great defensive play there by Alster. And a great pass there. It's 2-on-1. And we'll see not able to get a pass to the trailing Thunder player there.
Just a little too heavy of a touch there, as it does harmlessly go into.
And Aaron Nasraldine was trailing that and possibly had an opportunity there, but nonetheless deflected by the goalie, Braden Fulda. And now NCC players bringing the ball deep into Ice Hawk territory. That one was deflected away by number 9, William Fuldesi for the Ice Hawks. And Fuldesi trying to keep it away from a Thunder offender in the corner. And they're going to say last touch by the Thunder player, so Ice Hawks ball.
You know, it's just like we were mentioning, one of the women soccer players in her interview said, you know, it's a whole bunch of different style athletes and soccer players coming together, and I feel like I see NCC finally kind of realizing and figuring each other out.
Yeah.
And it's showing.
Yep.
There's a ton of talent on this team. It's just about making it that one team, if that makes sense.
Yep. And we're going to exchange the balls with the ball boy here. And now Guillermo Barrera is going to overhand toss that one and clear down into Thunder territory. And we're going to say what the official says. He's going to say a goal kick, I believe.
Well, we had the sideline judge calling goal kick, but the main official out there was signaling for a corner kick, so
it looks like
that one's
the
going to be overruled.
main official is going to override the side official, and it is going to be a corner kick. And it's going to be Edgar Silveira trying with the left foot to bend this near the goal and to give the Ice Hawks an opportunity. And nice header there by a defender of the Thunder. And it goes out of the side. It'll be an overhead toss into play. And now Ice Hawks going to have Guillermo come over and throw it in. And now some offense there. And Gabe, we've mentioned it right there. The ball just bounced a little bit higher than maybe he thought. But now the Thunder on offense have an offensive push. And they're possibly going to get a shot on goal. And they do, but
it looks like we're going to have a penalty shot.
And it appears that way. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what they're calling either, so I better not throw that one.
And yes, it looks like we're going to have a goal kick awarded.
A penalty shot.
Or penalty shot, rather. Excuse me.
I'm with you. I missed kind of what the call was, but I think we're getting word it was a handball.
I believe so.
So inside of the goal box, we're going to have.
It's going to be. And it's going to be Iran Nasruddin with the possibility to score the inaugural goal. And he got it!
There it is, folks.
Aaron Nasruddin with the goal. And we are even here. 1-1. And it looks like now, folks, it looks like a yellow card was given as one of the NCC Thunder players wanted to get the inaugural goal out of the back of the net, and in doing so, garnered a yellow card. And so, but Aaron Nasruddin is going to be credited with the first ever goal for the NCC men's soccer program.
Absolutely beautiful penalty shot. Never had a chance for the goalkeeper. Never a doubt in his mind he was going to sink that one right in the back left side of the net there. Perfect penalty.
And now, if you're NCC, now you go. Now it's a tie game, and already NCC definitely has the advantage in terms of stamina, as you can see, with their bench being as deep as it is. And the Ice Hawks just going to have to try to survive and possibly get an offensive look. Guillermo Barrera has this one now for the IceHawks. Barrera tries to get it in, and last touched now by number 17, Ori Alster for NCC. And Guillermo Barrera passes it to a Thunder defender, and now a pass to Iran. And Iran gets it back in midfield. Nasruddin. And great job there by Tom Salim. Now he gets it to John Andrea, or tries to anyway. Andrea tried to get there, but it was Braden Fulda that got there first, the goalkeeper for Lake Superior.
Definitely not letting off the gas here.
No, absolutely not. The IceHawks trying to get this ball back, and they do, trying to bring it to midfield. And now it's going to be Jerome Quatang with this one, and he is deep into Thunder territory. And it's going to be handled by Alexis Sanabia. And now Jerome Quatang has it back. And some contact, some heavy contact there by Ori Alster. Just shy of the goal. And we'll see what we see here.
So just outside of that penalty box area, it was a shoulder-to-shoulder, a hard play, but not a dangerous play. So referee not going to go in his pocket for a card or anything like that. It looked nasty, but just a couple bodies coming together.
As goalie Sanabia is hugging the near post.
Setting that wall up right in front of the shooter there. And how tall do you think 26 for NCC is? I'm thinking he's 6'5".
Let me check here. John Andrea. Well, they don't have height, but he's got to be at least 6'5".
By far the tallest out there, and he's in front of the wall there. Nicely done.
Great save there by Alexis Sanabia, as the kick did get past the wall, but not past the goalie. Some solid hands in front of the net there for the Thunder. And a booming kick into IceHawk territory, takes it high bounce, extremely high off the turf. Nasruddin trying to get possession.
That's a really good idea there from the goaltender as he's trying to get some offenses. NCC had 3-2 in numbers, but just, that bounce is almost as high as an initial or regular kick. It just goes a mile up into the sky and then it becomes anybody's ball. Hard to judge that.
Now the IceHawks have it, and it's Colin Ballinger, and he has an offensive look, but is stopped there by a Thunder defender and then booted back to midfield. So the Thunder going to try to bring this one up now to midfield to Carson Gibson.
Credit to Lake Superior. They're not giving up by any means either here. We got a really good soccer game.
And Iran Nasruddin trying to go for the through ball.
They did call him offsides. That was another close one, but those officials have that straight line shot, so they're going to get him for offsides.
And Nasruddin, another very lengthy player for NCC. He's got those long legs. You can see him. He's got the speed, as you saw there, able to stride out and really make an offensive attempt there. And great defensive play there by the Thunder, really putting on pressure to IceHawks in their own territory. Pressure put by the Thunder. John Andrea gets this one, but then gives it right back to Guillermo for the IceHawks. Thunder have possession now. Now the Thunder give it up to the IceHawks in Thunder territory, and getting away from Thunder defenders is an IceHawk through pass, but not enough momentum. And NCC going to retain this possession now, trying to get across midfield. Good stop there by an Ice Hawk defender. Now Tom Salim has this one on the far end. Great moves there by the Thunder, really pushing the Ice Hawks back into their own territory. Ori Alster putting on pressure. And now Guillermo Barrera comes again for the Ice Hawks. Now Barrera to Quatang. Quatang, a nice move on the near side, makes another nice move and attempts a shot, but it's errant in a way. Colin Ballinger, now with the shot of his own, goes wide of the goal, and it's going to be awarded a goal kick.
Looks like we're going to have a couple substitutes for NCC coming in.
And we're going to have Iran Nasruddin. He's going to come off to some applause from his coaching staff as they're going to give him some congratulations on being the first ever goal scorer here for the men's. Also coming off, Eduardo Tejada for NCC. John Andrea has this one at midfield. And that one was very well defended there by defender Owen Webb on the far side for the Ice Hawks. And a Thunder player on the floor, but referee does not stop play. Ballinger with this one deep in Thunder territory. Ballinger coming in and tries to get it through, but nicely cleared out. And it's going to be a corner kick now for Lake Superior.
Ballinger shows some phenomenal first move speed.
He does. Ballinger, he really does have nice touch, and he can make moves on the run, and he's really done a good job so far.
And then on the flip side, credit to NCC for just kind of shutting him down after he's able to turn on those balls.
And now the corner kick is just simply brought in and then wasted away as that ball went out of bounds for Lake Superior. And you can definitely see the fatigue with Lake Superior as that was an errant pass by the Thunder. That was Nacho Morales who had an errant pass that went out of bounds. Now Thunder offenders really pressing all the way back to their own goal. Goes the Lake Superior possession. Nice job there by Ori Alster. Now Alster to Salim. Tom Salim now to John Andrea in the middle. Andrea trying to get something going offensively. And the Thunder are going to retain possession after the ball squirts out of bounds on the near side. Great play there by Josh Vargas. Josh Vargas has an attempt and gets it in. And almost through the legs, but a great save there. And bringing it out are the Ice Hawks. It's Owen Webb. Again, a defender bringing it clear up the field when necessary. And that one goes out of bounds, and possession is going to flip to the Thunder. And we do have a player down now for Lake Superior.
What an opportunity there for NCC. In my opinion, just one too many passes. You would have liked to seen him kind of try to get a shot off there. Great job there by Lake Superior for getting back and trying to smother the ball, but NCC still showing that they're controlling this pace.
And really credit to on that particular offensive attack, Josh Vargas really got the ball deep and penetrated into the defense of the Ice Hawks. And then it was Nacho Morales coming through and really getting through that last line of defense and having an opportunity to shoot on goal. And keeping that ball in play, or at least trying to, they're going to say no. It was a great effort there by the Thunder player trying to head that one and keep it in play. Handled now by number 20, Leo Morris. And now this is taken by Jonah Egbertson. Now take it away. Tom Salim trying with this one. And now back to Josh Vargas. Far side now to Morales. Trying to get something going here. And clearing that one out is the Ice Hawk defender. And bringing the ball up the pitch. And it's going to be nicely covered up there by Alexis Sanabia. Quickly back up the field is NCC. And a nice through pass. We'll see. He's going to have a clear run at it. It's Tom Salim on the far side. Stops and comes back with the ball. Now just outside of the box here. And now coming up here, a shot and high of the goal. That was Axel Rickart with the attempt on that one and shot it just high. A little more than just, when it went a bit high of the goal there, but so now it's going to be Braden Fulda. And a great stop there by the Thunder defender. And possession switches very, very deep in Ice Hawk territory. And you can see some frustration from Ice Hawk players as now Morales has this one. And it pops up after hitting the goalie, but then Fulda comes and covers it.
That's a great turning fire there by Nacho. I mean, NCC just attacking the ball in every situation and retaining possession.
Here's Morales again. And Morales is one of those players that, has played more here in the second half. That was a nice idea there by Axel Rickert, by Ian Troncoso. Trying to get it to Rickart. And now Ballinger has the ball stolen away by Josh Vargas. And now Leo Morris has this one. Now back to Vargas. Vargas tries to cross this one to the far side to his teammate. And the Thunder looking dangerous here in Lake Superior College territory. Gives the ball away to the defenders. Now Edgar Silvera brings it up.
That's a great tackle there.
Fantastic job. And now Josh Vargas very, very quickly going the other way, but possession seems to be, and down goes the defender for Lake Superior. That was Lucas Gashis, or Gakish rather. Just 24 minutes left to go in this game, and we're even 1-1. Lake Superior trying to get things into Thunder territory and do, but it goes out of play on the near side. And it has been just a little bit since we've seen any of Lake Superior College's offensive presence really on the half of the Thunder. And now here we might see a little bit as we're going to have a shot on goal. And just wide of the far post. Lucky there was a great look there. Colin Ballinger passing it to Gabriel Oliveira. And just shot wide of the far post. Now Josh Vargas is going to check out. Oh, and he gets the ball past the defender here. And that was kicked out of bounds by Owen Webb. Now thrown in towards the middle of the field for the Thunder. Gets into the goal box, and defender did not see the Thunder player coming from the back. He thought he had more time than he did, so we'll see who that was last touched on, and they're going to say a goal kick is going to be awarded here. .22 minutes left to go in this game. And Silvera is going to pass this one back to the defense. Now back to Silvera. And that one's going to go out of play on the near side, deep into Ice Hawk territory.
Looks like we're going to have a couple subs here for Lake Superior.
As it looks like one defensive substitution, as William Fuldesi going to come out of the game. And also coming out of the game, Lucas Gachis. And it's entered in and then kicked out by Lake Superior about as quickly, so now NCC overhead pass. Now NCC trying to keep this one. Nacho Morales with a nice defensive play there. Morales again stops that one. And a great job. Weak pass, but back to Morales.
Really nice.
And there he gets through. But can't go all the way through, as that's stopped by Guillerme. And we're going to stop time here.
Looks like a water break, Caleb.
There we go. And we'll have a water break with just 20 minutes left to play. We are all even at one apiece. Again, I'm Caleb Claycamp, alongside me, Gabe Fuller, and you are streaming Fuller Digital Solutions NCC versus Lake Superior men's soccer. We'll be right back.
I chose NCC because they have a nice welding program. Their building is fairly new. They make it very easy to just jump in and learn. Coming into welding, I had no experience, so this program and this NCC seems like a good place to start.
We have very good instructors here. They're all well qualified. The courses are going to be the same if you get them here.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is. And I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
Hey, and welcome back here, folks, to Orem Field in Sheldon. Just over 20 minutes left to go in this matchup. Currently a tie ball game, 1-1, as it was first the Ice Hawks scoring initially in the first half, and then the NCC Thunder coming back. It was number 9, Aaron Nasseruddin, who ended up getting that goal on the free kick, or on the penalty kick, rather, for the first ever goal for the NCC men's soccer program. And now we are done with our water break, ready to get this one back underway. And even you can see here, Gabe, I mean, NCC, they're back on the field. They're ready to go. And, I mean, the Ice Hawks are really, looks like they're struggling here to keep that pace. And now NCC trying to keep it in Ice Hawk territory and does. That was a nice job by Nicholas Urakokia. And Urakokia keeps it in bounds. And now passed up. And now this is deep into and falling on the turf, deep into NCC territory. And now the Ice Hawks have it again. Guillermo Barrera. And now back up here to NCC. And Iran Nasruddin is going to get this through pass, and he's going to have it ahead of the rest, but out wide. And he's going to cross that one, but well defended. Nasruddin tries to get it back, but can't. And the Ice Hawks are going to escape unharmed off of that offensive attack, it seems. And now number 22, Jonah Engbertson, is going to clear this one out for the Ice Hawks and up to his teammates on offense as now the Ice Hawks bringing it into Thunder territory. It's Katang trying to get it in, and now it's a shot and a goal for the Ice Hawks. And really just allowing Lake Superior College to just penetrate a little too deep there for NCC. And that all started with number 14, Jerome Quitang, the freshman for Lake Superior, bringing the ball very, very deep into NCC territory there on the far side. And then it ended up being a nice strike there for Lake Superior. So 2-1. Now 20, just under 20 minutes left. And out on the far side, Tom Salim has this one now. Dribbles it to the middle. Now Leo Morris has it. Back to Salim. Salim up to Urakokia now. And a great move there out wide to John Andrea. And that one's going to go out of play. And it'll be a corner kick now for the Thunder. And it'll be Nicholas Urakokia who's going to try his left foot from the far side. Try to bend this one in and get a nice opportunity here for NCC. Try to answer quickly. And the kick from the corner right to a defender of Lake Superior College. And now, fortunate bounce, but right to the goalie of Lake Superior. And now the Ice Hawks seeing if they can hold on. NCC really looking to get some pressure and possibly get a few more looks offensively, ready to tie this one up once more. Great job defensively there by NCC. Now it'll be Lorenz Gooney with this ball. Now it'll be John Andrea on the near side. Long legs, and he's going to send that one over the goal and out of play. So 17 minutes left to go. Ice Hawks up 2-1 on NCC. And after getting the inaugural goal of the in program history, next step would be the inaugural win in program history. So we'll see if NCC can make that happen here. They have just under 17 minutes to do so, or to at least make it even. Nice pass into John Andrea. And now Iran Nasruddin has this one. He already has one goal tonight. And good idea there from John Andrea, trying to feed Nasruddin into the box, but not able to do so. And back out at midfield are the Thunder. Now Tejada has this one. Edward Tejada passes it back to Gibson. And this one intercepted there, but then out of bounds from an Ice Hawk player. Overhead throw, and it's going to be John Andrea, and he got through. And now trying to set something up. Oh, trying to pass it to the middle, can't get it. Nicely stopped there by Ingebrigtsen. And now the Ice Hawks with the ball back out at midfield. That was a great attempt there by John Andrea. And a fantastic throw as well by Carson Gibson. And now Gibson trying to defend on the other end. Sends the shot high. And now Tom Salim trying to make things happen here for NCC on the far side. 15 minutes left to go. And now Silvera loses the ball, and now Alster is going to have this one, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch there by Jonah Ingebrigtsen. And after Ingebrigtsen sends it out of bounds, NCC is going to overhead toss it into John Andreas. And then going out of bounds, last touched by number 11. Now across to John Andrea. Andrea has an opportunity, has it on the far side, and went out of play there. I'm going to say last touched by Andrea. And some more substitutions coming in for Lake Superior. As Ingebrigtsen going to take a seat. Coming back in is William Fuldesi. Really, what substitutions Lake Superior does make are on defense. You can really, at this point, they are trying to maintain this lead and trying to keep the bodies fresh on defense. Now Fondesi trying to pass it up. Now back to him. Now into the middle to Silvera. And now it's Quatang coming down the field. And it looks like he has to pull up. And appears like he had maybe a little bit of a cramp there as he's still down on the field. And just point in this game where fatigue and that can become a factor. So finally the official going to stop the clock here and give Quatang some assistance. And now we are back into play here. NCC currently down by a goal with just under 13 minutes left to go. Now Ori Alster trying to get it away. And now it's going to be a through pass now to Colin Ballinger. And now clears it out. John Andrea trying to get possession now in midfield for the Thunder. And great job. And now the Thunder going to bring it up middle of the field. And a through pass now to Aaron Nasruddin. And he makes a stop. He's going to try a shot, it looks like. But not quite. Tries to get it to his teammate, Ori Alster. Alster, he shoots just high and above the goal. That was a good look there by Alster. He was about 25 yards away from the goal when he shot that one and sailed just about 6 inches high of the top post. But they are going to say that it was touched by the keeper, so it is going to be a corner kick now for NCC. Can they equalize? The kick comes across. It's high. Possibility, but no. Gets away, and now Lake Superior trying to clear it out, and they do now. Lake Superior coming up, crossing midfield. Fantastic handles by a Lake Superior Ice Hawk. Get it all the way up to NCC territory. And now the Thunder have to work it back the other way. And far side, Tom Salim. Now to John Andrea. Andrea through pass, but not able to be handled by number 19, Lorenz Gooney. Now Guillermo Barrera has this one. And Icehawks trying to get it past midfield, but can't do it. And now Ori Alster playing nice defense there at midfield. Really trying to stop the Icehawks from getting too far into Thunder territory. Now Alster has this one. Passes it to the far side. And momentum stalls for just a second. Now the Thunder back on attack. Salim. Now this one's going to be a nice pass to Tejada. Tejada sends it to the middle. Goalie scoops it up, and now it's going to lay on it. We've hit the 10-minute mark. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Icehawks. And now number 16, Vincent Trock, going to have this one for the Icehawks. You can definitely see the Icehawks fatigued, but still able to maintain possession. And finally stolen away by Ori Alster. But then right back to Edgar Silvera. Silvera is going to back it up to Owen Webb. And the Icehawks going to try to reset things. Webb kicks it into a mass of red jerseys and back the other way in favor of NCC. And we've now hit the 9-minute mark as the keeper, Folda, is going to try to kick it deep. Doesn't go very far, though. Doesn't even get past midfield. And the Thunder are going to be back on the attack. Now Ori Alster going to bring this one in. And is going to kick it out wide to his teammate. And Salim has this one. Now gets it to John Andrea. John Andrea brings it into the box. Tries to draw the foul, but without success. It's going to be a corner kick now for NCC. And this one's going to be taken by Tom Salim. Now, changing out some players here. Ori Alster is going to get a break. John Andrea is going to get a break. Also, Lorenz Gooney going to get a break. As players coming in for NCC, some fresh bodies here to push this last 8 minutes of this game and to see if NCC can equalize. The kick. It's a nice cross. And now Aaron with the shot. Missed just wide of the goal. That was Aaron Nasser-Aldine trying for the inaugural and the second goal. And 7:30 left to go in this game. You can tell the Icehawks really just trying to survive at this point. And NCC has the pressure on. And now Ian Troncoso with the ball for the Thunder. And it gets away from him. And now possession is going to be reverted to NCC.
Only in like playoffs.
6:40 left to go in this game. NCC really trying to equalize here and at least get the draw. Now the Thunder backing it up into their own territory. Now Edward Tejada has that one, passes it out wide. And Iran Nasruddin with another attempt there. That one got a little too powerful and sailed over the goal. But even we're getting down to about every 30 seconds or so, NCC really gets a good quality opportunity at goal. And one of these hopefully is going to fall our way here. Great ball handling in close quarters for the Ice Hawks. Playing hot potato with this one, trying to keep it out of NCC's hands. Finally, Nacho Morales fires that one out of play. And now we're going to get Guillermo Beretta with an inbound. Morales fires it out again. And we're going to have a player down for Lake Superior College. So clock has been stopped. And again, not too terribly warm tonight, but obviously you're running around on a soccer pitch for a while and on the turf. That doesn't help with the heat. So I think just some cramping going on here. But now it looks like we're ready to begin once more. And throwing overhead, nicely intercepted there by NCC. And then goes out of bounds on the near side. And 4:40 left to go. And it is Wednesday, so we are hearing a test of the emergency siren here in Sheldon. So 4:20 left to go. Still Lake Superior ball. Now they get it to the middle to NCC players. And Nacho Morales trying to get this one past the midfield point. And stays with it. Now finally does. And a great pass now to Iran Nasruddin. He gets out ahead of the rest of the pack. He has an opportunity and tries to cross it back in front of the goal. But still now a shot attempt. And Nasruddin with an opportunity. He gets it. And we'll see here. No, they say offsides. And heartbreak there for Nasruddin and the rest of NCC, as offsides is going to prevent that one from scoring. So rather than equalizing, we are going to remain 2-1. So now just under 4 minutes, 3:50 left to go in this matchup. Can NCC will their way to at least a tie or a draw. Still looking for their first ever win of this inaugural season of the program. Cleared out by the goalkeeper and gets over the head of the defender. And now Ori Alster are going to save that one and send it back over into Lake Superior Ice Hawk territory. Great job by Nacho Morales there to get that one and transition into the offensive attack for the Thunder. Back to Morales, just about at midfield, but still into or Ice Hawk territory, rather. Morales keeping the ball with this one, tries to get it through. And now Ori Alster now has this one. And a great header for the Thunder. Are they able? Now Nasruddin has this one. Now across. And a great crossing pass there by Nasruddin, but just a little ahead of the running offender on the other side. But good vision there to really see that and thread the needle and give opportunity for your teammate to make a play if they can. Just unfortunate there, couldn't get it done. 2:40 left to go, and clock's going to stop. And now we'll see what's happening here. And we're going to get a card here, I believe. So, yes, the goalie is going to receive a yellow card from the official.
It looks like the official was wanting the clock to stop or stop to play.
Yep.
And the goalie just kind of gave it a boot. So the official says, no, it's on my whistle. This is my game. And showed him a little yellow. But what an amazing game, Caleb.
Yeah, absolutely.
The NCC playing their hearts out tonight. And by no means is over.
Absolutely not. And as we've seen, really NCC having every opportunity to equalize. Just needing to get one of those to go through the net. And now a yellow card is given, I believe, to
number 17,
Ori Alster. I'm not sure what exactly he did there as far as I saw. Or just on the tackle, rather, could have been.
I think more than anything, with such high, emotions going right now, just doing his best to keep this game under control, the referee.
And now Carson Gibson, a valuable defenseman for NCC, is going to gingerly skip off the field to the far side. And now coming in, it's Leo Morris. And you might have heard some NCC Thunder fans wanting a call there.
Thunder faithful letting them have it a little bit.
And now Ori Alster transitions into the offensive attack for NCC. .152 left to go. NCC trying to get a final attempt, and now looks like a corner kick is going to be given. Clock will be stopped now, as we've got Lake Superior College Ice Hawks dropping like flies here. And again, we talked about it. They do not have very, very much depth on their team. I mean, really, these players that have been playing, it's been a back-and-forth game, but it's been a back-and-forth game with them in almost the entire time.
Just over a minute and a half left here in the game, and NCC with the corner kick opportunity, and and Caleb, you mentioned it. It seems about every 30-ish play seconds, NCC with another opportunity.
Yep.
You know, at this point, you never want to end a game in a draw, but NCC doing everything they can to get this one evened up here, and I would take even a draw as a win.
Yeah,
you know,
for
the
sure.
team. They played a phenomenal game, top to bottom.
And now in quickly from the corner, and now unable to get a nice, good shot in. Nacho Morales is going to send that one into the box and bounced right to the goalie. And the goalie taking his sweet time throwing that out.
They better be careful, though. If he gets another yellow.
And that ball immediately goes out of bounds from the goalkeeper. Now, Ori Alster has this one. And now trying to get it up into Ice Hawk territory, and they do. Ice Hawks really trying to dig their heels in on defense.
Caleb, my clock is a little bit off here. We're
34 seconds left to go here. Ori Alster now has it at midfield. Alster going to try and get one final attempt here on goal. And the through pass a little too hard. And again, many opportunities here for NCC. And with 13 seconds left.
Just not enough time.
Goalkeeper is going to send it out to midfield, and as the clock ticks down, and after 90 minutes of play, it's going to be the Lake Superior College Ice Hawks victorious 2-1. NCC is going to fall once again and be 0-2. They do get their inaugural goal of this first season, but yet to get their first win. It will come, and we hope that we're here for it here at Sheldon Orab Field. Again, I'm Caleb Claycamp. Here with me is Gabe Fuller. You're listening to Fuller Digital Solutions, NCC versus Lake Superior men's soccer. We'll be back on